Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Knights of Roleplay, where currently the characters are in prison, but the players are probably the ones who should be locked up. Where we last left our players, they had finally managed to infiltrate Revel's End, the prison currently holding the infamous Prisoner 13, which is the only name that we know her by at this point. The goal being to get from her a key that will open the vault to a vast, supposedly dwarven treasure hoard from which they have been promised a piece for successful delivery of the key. How they get the key is entirely up to them.
Great.
At the moment, Trixie and Fuzzy have been sent to the kitchens, and Mixie and Ro, disguised as guards, have been sent to the barracks. It is getting on towards evening. Your expectation is that you rest up for your shifts in the morning. Mixie and Ro, who are you currently? Brom?
Brom.
Yep. And Mixie is going under the alias Mallory. And Trixie is going under the alias Valerie. And Fuzzy is going under the alias Kazi. Okay, so we have Valerie, Kazi, Mallory, Brom. I like that. Okay. So, now that you are in the prison, I will explain this other little flag that I now have on the initiative board, although it is not a part of the initiative, it's just a convenient place to put it. Suspicion. I was actually kind of on the fence as to whether or not to actually describe it versus let you discover it organically, but I figure less confusing if I just give you the outline.
Don't be suspicious.
The guard's suspicion level is on a scale of 1 to 6. As you explore, or as you encounter the guards, if you do anything that is out of the ordinary, that the guards or the other personnel would see as not a part of standard operating procedure, and you don't have a good excuse, the suspicion level will increase. As the suspicion level increases, certain components of the prison get more difficult. If the suspicion maxes out, the prison will go on full lockdown. Then things get very difficult. Doing things that might be particularly alarming, like setting fires,
Greg!
They knew you. You gotta get
will
caught
most
first.
likely elevate the suspicion level directly to 6.
Mixie.
I have nothing to say.
Don't worry, we took away all your flammables before we got on the ship.
I think so.
We think.
Chances are not good.
She's a rogue.
Suspicion level does decrease over time. But right now, thanks to certain shenanigans that happened on the boat trip over,
No idea what you're talking about.
people are a little on edge. And so your suspicion level has bumped up to 2.
Duh.
Yeah.
It's probably not
Well,
often
yeah.
that one of their transports gets attacked on the way.
It doesn't happen every day, every time, but you know, it's enough to make some.
It was worth it.
Yeah. In asking around, you kind of get the impression that transports don't get attacked very often, but when they do, people just get very uneasy.
They were after your Lucky Charms.
Yes.
Because they're magically delicious.
Yeah, they
Not
are.
to mention that a few of the guards saw some weird kinds of happenings going on during the fight, like that could only be magical of nature, which isn't really kind of the things that go on normally.
Random
so-
magical tree energy going into people. What?
Yeah, but it was, in the chaos, very non-specific. So there's nothing pointing at you guys directly,
fuzzy.
but people are being wary. A little more wary than normal.
Right.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So that's all I'm going to say on that mechanic for now.
Right.
So it's getting on towards evening. Mallory, Brahm, your other fellow guards that came with you are turning in for the night, so that they'll be nice and rested for their shift in the morning. Valerie, Kazi, same thing. If you look at the map where the kitchen is, did I point that out last time?
Yeah, you said we
Yes.
were sleeping in like the largest room next to the kitchen, I think, of the three.
Correct. The southwest area. Yep, correct.
Yeah. This one.
That is where you're currently sleeping. Mallory, Brahm, you are in
Barracks.
the barracks, which is one level up. Hang on a second. It might be 2 levels up.
On the map, it says tower level 1
Yeah.
barracks,
Yeah.
which I think is the second. It's not the ground level.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
The second level is
Yeah,
level
the
1, I think.
the next level up you have not seen yet. So yes, so you've gone in. So you were taken directly in to the central hub there, which you've learned is called
where
the
they saw
surveillance
lots
hub.
of screens and stuff.
You did. You said, yep. You saw panels with buttons and levers and switches, and everything looked pretty
To
cool.
touch.
And you were taking up the spiral staircase in the middle, up 1 level to the general barracks, which encompasses the entire floor. Okay. Are there any questions on the setting or where things are currently stand that you have before we get going? I just want to make sure. I was a little unclear last week on the overall setting. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page now.
I don't think I have any questions.
Yeah, I mean, and nobody. Well, did they get walked through the cell blocks so they could see anything through?
If you look on the map, you see they came in the north,
Yep.
and they just went right in the north door of the.
Kitchen.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
Oh, they did.
because
They-
they
sorry,
had to
yes.
go, because the barracks aren't they like up on the second floor of the central tower?
yes, but you see, there's a
Yeah.
north door to that central tower.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
So
okay.
they just basically came in that north hallway straight down in.
So they didn't get to walk
So
over
you
and see what
didn't
she
really
looked
get a
like.
good
Yeah,
look
that would be helpful for Fuzzy potentially, depending on what we need to do, is to at least know what she looks like. But
I mean, yeah. I mean, her cell is pointed out on the map. So you could have gotten a quick look in, but from where you stood at the weird angle, you didn't really get a good look in there on the way in.
Sure.
But at least you know where to look.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But
I don't.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, we do know that there's more than one person in that cell.
Yeah.
You're not sure yet. Like I said, you didn't get a good look at the cell.
I mean, all the cells that we saw coming in had multiple people in them.
Those that you
Yeah.
could see
Right.
had at least 2 people in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I want to spend a lot of time role playing it out, but like Fuzzy in general likes to make friends. Like he's going to talk to his fellow cooks. He's going to try to figure out like, what foods are we making? Oh, that's so good. You know, what is this person like? What is the warden like? You know, I think just things
give
like
me a
that.
persuasion roll
Yeah.
just so I have an idea of how well you're doing that.
Okay.
How friendly are you being?
Okay, which I had inspiration because somebody was nice and
It
gave
is.
it to me.
It might-
So maybe I'll use that here. That seems timely.
Oh, this will mostly be to just determine any adjustments to future difficulty checks that you might need to do
Okay.
based on how well you roll here.
Okay. Yeah. So then I'll use that inspiration just to increase my chances, and then I'll roll 2 2s. if it would respond to me. That's interesting.
Just thinking about it.
It's not liking it.
Maybe it's because you were
Anyway, I'll
keeping
try to fix it. It might have logged me out. I'm gonna have to refresh and see what it's doing. But
Just
anyway.
remember that you used it.
Oh, 11 and 12. Not terrible. 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, that hits a medium difficulty, so yeah, you're doing pretty well.
Okay.
I mean, people are keeping it on a professional level, but they don't see you as being as like you're a hostile person. You know, they just think you're a pleasant coworker.
Okay.
Greg, evens or odds?
Evens. Stevens.
Oh, got odds. Okay, we're starting with the cooks.
Oh boy.
Whee.
How did we manage to like ungender equality our roles in this? Not by our characters, but by our players.
What do you mean?
We put the girls in the kitchen.
Well, I will say that you guys kind of did that yourselves.
Right.
Pure coincidence.
Yeah.
There is
Hindsight
no
being 2020,
ulterior
we
thoughts
potentially should have put Ro with Fuzzy, but we didn't think that through.
I was thinking about the fact that the last time Mixie and Ro were doing things paired up, there was a lot.
There was a lot of
This
issues.
was a good idea.
Why did we think this was a good idea?
Gonna be quietly talking to Trixie and be like, oh, we didn't think about this, did we?
We didn't think this through.
Ooh, I'm ready for trouble.
I mean, like a.
Mixie is better with a knife. I'm just saying.
If we know our party well enough, we know that he now has some kind of a telepathy cantrip, right? Am I remembering? Or is it you who has it?
You know that I have the message
Yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah. So, I mean, Fuzzy is basically gonna, whatever Trixie wants to talk about quietly outside the notice of others, and then basically wait to hear from others, Yeah, probably just, he's going to be paying attention. He's going to be trying to learn, what's the routine? When are there opportunities to see Prisoner 13, right? Who delivers the food? It's the guards, right? Yeah.
We haven't asked that question yet, I don't think.
I thought they had said it on the ship. I might be wrong. I thought.
I don't think so.
But
You
Yeah.
do know by looking at the map that
Yeah.
there is a let's see, what was it? There is a mess hall.
yeah.
So there's no delivery of the food to the guards. The guards just go to the mess hall when they're hungry.
Okay. Well, to the delivery of food to the prisoners.
Oh, to the prisoners.
Yes.
That is done, I want to say, on a schedule.
Do they take their meals in their cells?
Yes, they do take their meals in their cells.
Okay.
yeah.
That question is actually answered specifically. If I can find it.
I imagine they don't let them out of their cells.
Yeah.
That is common information you can get through just casual conversation.
Right.
You do know that the prisoners are allowed out of their cells for two reasons. To do any daily chores to which they are assigned, like cleaning the privies and things like that.
Right.
And once per day to the exercise yard for exercise.
Okay.
They are not sent out as a group. They are sent out individually.
In both cases?
In both cases.
Okay.
There is no situation in which all the prisoners are let out. Usually they're just allowed a little time in small batches.
Small batches. Okay.
Small batches.
So there could be 5 or 6 doing chores or 5 or 6 doing exercise, but
depending
small batches.
Yep, depending on, how alert the guards are. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah. Do we see them moving anybody around, like as just being there in the evening, like people being moved to the courtyard? Like, are they?
Right now, you're in the bedrooms.
Everyone's getting ready for sleep.
And it's late evening, so nobody's doing anything.
Okay.
The kitchen night shift is out, and there's two people there currently, working in the kitchen, just on the other side of the door.
Sure. Now, what about Tulane Tim? Is he in the kitchen barracks sleeping with us for the evening, or is he in the kitchen supervising right now?
Perks of leadership: you don't have to do the night shift. So
Okay.
yes, he's in the barracks.
So
He's
Fuzzy
in
might-
he's there. He's in settling
Is
down for the
barracks.
evening.
Quietly whisper to Trixie, given a chance far enough away from everybody to be out of earshot. Like, do we want to try to get any information from Tulane Tim? But other than that, he's waiting for orders. Whatever she wants him to do, whatever we get from our friends who are the guards, right? I don't know.
Waiting for orders.
Well, if you're the mastermind, what do you want Fuzzy to do? How do we collect info? If Fuzzy suggests to you that if we could get a good look at her, and if the prisoners sleep with blankets, he's probably skilled enough with all his crafty things that he could play off doing his wood carving and making dolls and basically shred up a rope and use hairbrush, because he is Fuzz and he would have a hairbrush, and basically start to fashion what he would say was hair for his wood carving hobby, but to make a mimicry of the prisoner's hair, so that if we had to leave bundled up pillows under blankets, the stereotype with just the hair sticking out, then we would have that option, right? That's about all he can offer from his skill set right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something that you could do instantly.
Yeah.
That would probably take you a day or two.
Yeah,
to put
and that's
together.
something where it's I'm telling her that if we can get an idea of what she looks like, that is a possible tool that we could use. He's offering ideas to Trixie quietly in a place where others can't hear him.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's go.
John's mumbling.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the DM to finish mumbling.
Um,
And catching up with the module, because I know how hard that is sometimes.
Candlekeeper can be a little rough sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's just the whole thing there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there isn't any specific, hangout place for off-duty people in the prison, other than the mess hall.
Okay.
People, it's not unusual for people to have things to do on their own during downtime when they're not on duty. Most of it being guards and various other prison personnel, it's mostly cards and dice. Because that's kind of what they
Be
do.
the best at liar's dice ever.
Sure.
As long as you don't make a mess,
Yeah.
I think doing some kind of wood carving or something that would not raise too much suspicion.
Yeah, so other than that, and very quietly seeing if there's any plans that Trixie wants to make, he's going to be, doing his wood carving things on his own, or sleeping, or
Right.
trying to make friends with everybody and figure out what foods they like, right? Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what does Valerie think of all of this? I got it on my cheat sheet here.
Yeah, he's got. Although that's never stopped him from mixing up Mixie and Trixie. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It helps sometimes, Mixie.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's Trixie. Valerie is going to kind of nod along with a serious expression under her mask. But you can't see it. Yeah, that might be a good idea, but I think maybe we should probably take a week or so to get used to the schedule and just observe the goings on so we can get a better idea of what kind of opportunities there really are for ins and outs and how the actual functions work.
Yeah. Fuzzy replies, that's fair. I'm also curious to learn more about what we heard about the warden. If she has a party time persona, maybe we can use that. And I know how to cook food for a party, so.
True. But even more importantly, what type of opportunities we'll have to actually see our friends, and how often we'll be scheduled with our associates as opposed to each other.
Maybe we can steer it so that you stay in the role as my apprentice, but we'll have to be careful if we want to do that.
I mean, Mr. TT sounded,
Seemed pretty happy-go-lucky.
he seemed happy-go-lucky, but he did say something about, there being a rotation of pairs. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I think kind of erring on the side of caution and intel is good for now.
Sounds good.
Before we get too crazy.
Okay. Valerie's current plan is to keep it low
Join
key.
the wait-and-see
Join the
tribe.
wait-and-see tribe. Yep. Keep it low key. Actually hold your personas.
Right.
Personas.
Yep.
Poor.
It's not like we haven't done cover missions before,
Okay.
I'm sure, right? So, yeah.
Okay, we'll hold on that for hold on those thoughts for a moment. Let's go and talk to the guards. What does Mallory and Brom think is going on? Around you, the guards that you came in on the ship with are turning in for the evening to get ready for their shift to start in the morning.
Guards are ready.
The captain of the guards, as it were, I forget his name, is available if you wish to talk to him. Otherwise, you can gather some basic information, talk amongst yourselves. What would you like to do?
Eula is the leader of the guards, right?
Sounds right. It's in here somewhere.
Mila?
Eula, Y-U-L-A.
Mila?
John, is the room where they're staying, where the cooks are staying,
Okay.
is that 120 feet away from where we are? Like from here to here, basically from here to here, because if you go up, it's probably about the same
50.
distance, but
Yeah. I mean, D&D grids don't really lend themselves well to Pythagorean theorems, so
true.
I'll just here. So you see.
I can barely, even with my glasses, I can barely see a grid on there. John gave us this really cool map, but the grid is very tiny
And it is very dark.
because it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet. Yeah, and the background is all dark blue.
Ignoring verticals, I'd say you're just within range.
Okay. So my next question, which I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like the answer to, is across that range, is there more than 1 foot of stone, metal, or wood?
That's a pretty solid yes.
Okay. I figured. So I can't really message.
There's
while
also
we're-
an anti-magic field.
Well, as long as the signal doesn't go
Well, he's on the second
the signal
floor,
would have to
right?
pass through the.
Right.
Well,
No, they're a floor higher,
not,
right?
A signal isn't like a radio signal.
Well, it doesn't
It's
matter
kind
because I
of-
can't do it. So
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But for future reference, though, I'm not going to say that the anti-magic field in the cells blocks the signal as long as both you and the receiver are not in
Okay.
the anti-magic field.
Okay. What about like if I was on the other side of a wall from somebody in this prison, would that be a foot of stone?
The map seems to imply that the walls take up a full square.
Okay. So that's probably not gonna work. Okay.
So
Okay.
given the nature of the prison, I'm probably going to say you're going to need line of sight.
Okay. So my thought was that, and I think this is what Sarah just said. My thought was basically to spend, days, maybe even a week, like observing the routine and seeing how it works, and then once we know how the routine works, trying to basically, obviously as guards, I want myself and Mixie/Mallory. I would like at a minimum to be able to be the guard that is overseeing Prisoner 13 while they're either doing their chores or doing their exercise. And if I can have Mixie with me while I'm doing that, that's great, but that's not a requirement. I just want to learn the routine, learn how everything works, and then try to find a way to make it so that I am around when Prisoner 13 is out of their cell.
Okay. I get a good idea. What are Mallory's thoughts?
So Mallory says to Brom, she says, Brommy, I think you're
like
going to
that.
be the one who's going to have to get very close to the prisoner in the cell. I think if we want this plan to succeed, that we're gonna have to figure out just how to get close enough. So maybe I could sort of try to steal from her.
Give me a stealth check. Perfect. Okay. Nobody overhears you.
Critical on the Knights of Roleplay die.
Yeah.
Which is sexist.
That was a 28 on the roll, by
Yeah.
the way.
I keyed.
So yeah, you guys can speak discreetly without anybody overhearing it.
Okay, if I when I used the message cantrip on the ship, I felt like a slight resistance from you about it. So I'm just curious, like if I'm in this room with all the guards, and I use the message spell, they're going to be like, "Hey, he's casting a spell."
What are the components of message?
Components of message are
It's just the copper wire, right?
no, it is semantic and material. So I have to. I mean, it says that I point to the person. I don't know if that is the extent of the semantic component, or if I'm doing things with my fingers.
If the, the description of the spell usually tells you what the somatic component is, and so if it says you point at the person, that's the somatic component.
I mean, if you're pointing at someone, that's not emotion that's hard to disguise. You can just act like you're kind of thinking out loud
No, I
or
know.
talking
I'm- yeah,
animatedly
I'm-
to Mixie,
I know. I mean, if I
right?
point
Without
at the guard-
overthinking this and
Yeah.
trying to go to a more general ruling, I would say for something not flashy, something simple like that, probably can do so discreetly. Anything that is a little bit more obviously, it's going to have to be a case-by-case basis.
Okay,
And I'm trying. How would you
but
do that?
message is fine though. You're saying
I
in
would say
general?
message itself is probably fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the
My
message
deal-
part
yeah.
isn't spoken. It's,
The issue. Let's see. There are character class bonuses for things like still spell and quiet spell and stuff like that,
I don't have any of that.
but which you don't have. Which precisely because you don't have, I'm trying to
I don't
decide
think-
whether or not a stealthy spellcaster.
I don't know that
option.
still spell and quiet spell even exists anymore in the new D&D.
It's okay. I'm not. I'm not trying to belabor the whole game with talking about message.
Yeah.
I'd say okay. Then for now, going forward, whatever the actual rules are be, I'll say you can make a stealth check to see if you can do so. If you're doing a regular spell cast, if you can do so without it being noticed. If it's particularly flashy, you may do it at disadvantage.
So anytime I cast a spell, I have to make a check.
That has a. Anytime you have to do an obvious spell casting.
Okay.
Right.
Something like message, it's not blatantly obvious.
Okay.
If you're going to set off a fireball, that's probably going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. All right. So
Our
so,
radiant friend here. Oh.
So,
I hate splitting hairs, but we kind of have to.
so Mixie, you were saying something about if I'm not mishearing you, you said something about stealing from somebody. What were you saying?
I said if I could steal the key from her, maybe if I could get close enough to her in the cell.
Yes, I think that if we can preferably stick together and be around Prisoner 13 when they are out of their cell, then that is a possibility, yes.
But we would also have to know if the key is on her versus in somewhere around her.
Yes, my plan is to magically suggest that she share the information.
Ooh, I like that. That's very strong, Brahmi.
Meta walked back to the scenario for this. Was it implied that there was a physical key or that we were looking for a method to open?
It didn't say
That's
anything
like-
about a physical key. It said determine
what
the
did
method.
the person overview with
The
us?
person
Yeah, with all of
asked you to
us.
get
Yeah,
the key.
So we
The
don't
key.
really know.
Okay.
He didn't know.
Okay.
All he knows is there is a key.
So it could be a sequence of things that needs to be done, or secret buttons, or it could be a physical key. Okay.
Or a secret tunnel.
Yeah, some secret tunnel.
Yeah. Okay.
And for that matter, she could also mean that she might steal it from a guard too to open the cells.
Sure.
Out of character moose.
Yes.
Out of character moves.
Yeah.
I had this vision in my mind of Brahm, like every time he sees the two of us being like, "That's my girlfriend." Message. Pointing to one of us.
Why do you keep
Play
pointing
the
to that person?
meathead. Play
my
the
girlfriend.
meathead.
That's my girlfriend. I'm telling her something.
Why you keep holding that piece of copper wire every time you point at them?
I
And you can wrap it around your finger like a ring.
Yeah.
He can wear it
Make
around his
as a
wrist under
ring.
his shirt, right?
I don't even know. Again, I don't want to get into the weeds with this, but like I have so many material components on me. I don't know that you actually have to like take them out and present them when you cast a spell.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the weeds about it.
Yeah, that's what I
Most
said.
people just assume they have to be on your person.
Right,
Make
right.
this
It's gonna-
easier,
yeah,
not
it's gonna-
harder.
that's-
Or it's like
yeah,
wrapped
that's
around
gonna
your
come
spell
down
casting
to-
wand or whatever. Yeah.
That's going to come down to the actual somatic material and the actual components. If it's some verbal component where you have to chant something,
Yeah, I understand.
That's going to
or-
be kind of obvious.
Yeah,
I don't know. If,
Obvious.
Fireball used to have to throw back one on.
yeah.
I don't know if that's still a thing.
again. What the?
If I throw a ball of bat shit and it turns on fire, then I can see that being a problem.
Yeah.
Well, flinging poo is not unheard
Are we
of
going
in
to
a
throw
prison.
poo at him? Of course we're going to throw poo at him.
Throw the poo.
So am I correct that you and I are both wanting to observe for a while? Is that basically the
Yes,
plan?
I think we're on the same
So,
page.
Okay, good.
by pure coincidence, and no metagaming
It is coincidence because Chris and I didn't talk about this
No,
out,
we didn't.
out
I know you
outside of the table.
Yeah, Chris didn't hear you saying you wanted to wait here at the table.
I
know.
feel like
Don't roll your eyes at me.
Tell me you wouldn't have said that if you went first.
That was already my plan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. It's totally within character for what
I
you
can't
guys-
say that it
I'm
was
just
my
giving you guys a-
plan.
I've known Christopher Buckner for 20 some odd years.
I'm sorry.
Narrow, spicy minds think alike.
We do.
That was not my plan.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
I want to cause havoc.
I know you do. That's why at least us are involved.
okay, give me let's take a group
In group.
Photo?
deception check
Oh.
Yes.
to know whether to see whether or not you can hold your horses. Hold to your disguise over the coming days.
Who's gonna roll good today?
Okay, so this involves pretending to be another person.
Correct.
Okay, so I have
So-
I have
Save my
advantage.
you have
inspiration.
advantage.
That's not bad. He's respectable at it.
That's
so-
cocked. Yeah, that's cocked. Well, still pretty good.
And your DC on this one, thanks to your current suspicion level, is, let's see.
Seems somewhat unwieldy to manage.
It's an extra thing, but
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad. It
Okay.
just affects some DCs, and you'll see what what
Right.
else. You'll learn pretty quickly what else it affects over the coming week. Okay, let's just go around the room here. Chris, what'd you get? Rum.
21.
Okay. Mallory.
14.
Okay. Fuzzy.
17.
Okay. And Valerie.
17.
Okay. Everybody makes the DC. We're all good. Okay.
Yay.
Okay. Then, since that was affected by the suspicion, but time has now passed and suspicion drops back down to...
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
And I want suspicious. Suspicion's back down. Ooh, ah, I threw my suspicion across the room.
Don't be suspicious.
Silence. Oh, it's stuck to the
suspicious.
top. No, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Sorry.
I'll go through the first day as a typical day. Since it was
The tongues, they're difficult.
They are. I've only had one
But
for
fun
47
to wrestle
years.
with.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all you.
I just made John speechless!
Oh. And he turns red.
Ah, yeah. Okay, but this will be the first day, so if there's if you want to need to do something on the first day, it'll be treated as the first day. Otherwise, you can consider this like how things go moving forward.
The first week, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 week later.
If any of those words coming out of my mouth made sense. All right. So you get up in the morning, feeling like
The moment I wake up.
Valerie and Kazi, you are indeed put on. Let's see. Let's put you on second shift. So you're in the afternoon.
Okay.
The mornings you are don't have any. You don't draw a lot of attention to yourself, so you do have the ability to at least freely walk between the kitchens and the mess hall. When the mess hall is
It's like right below the kitchen and the cook's barracks.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, yep.
Near the counselor's office.
Yeah, right by the
interesting.
counselor's office.
And a guard tower.
Yeah. The you can also what is that one there? That is. See, I keep losing my place here. Okay. Oh, okay. Those are
Would you like a map? Would you like a physical map?
Okay. Oh, I take back a little bit what I said earlier. That room to the left of the mess hall and slightly to the south next to the outer door is one of the guard rooms. They keep watch over the goings in and outs of the prison in that direction. It tends to be where, let's see. Okay, no, those are okay. No, I don't take back what I said earlier. Those are the guards that are actually on duty when they're in there. As somebody who actually is working in the kitchen, you become pretty quickly familiar with who is actually in the prison at the time, as far as non-prisoners go. The currently in residence, there are 75 guards total, of which a third of them are on duty at any given time.
25.
Yep, 25 apiece. So the other 50, you see them in the mess hall, but otherwise, mess hall tends to be fairly busy. It's a very boring place to be. There are also 2 council representatives there at the moment.
Okay.
I'm taking up 2 rooms over in the council's chambers. We'll say, let's see. I had actually decided who it was going to be. But we'll say it's Green Province representative and Black Province representative. Why not?
Okay.
Other than that, let's see. Your mornings are taken up with whatever it is that you want to do during the mornings. Your normal shift is just the 2 of you cooking, just cooking whatever meal is ordered for the day. It tends to be pretty routine. Nothing, not exactly gruel, but it's not
exactly a
spectacular.
5-star.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fuzzy dresses things up as much as he can.
That's
right?
because he gets fancy.
Uses seasonings and
yep.
stuff. Yeah.
Tiny Tim and his giant pan tends to pop in and help out with the cooking on occasion. He's mostly kind of in and out on on the day shifts, doesn't really do much with the night shifts. But perfectly capable of striking up a conversation with him if you like. I would like... Let's see. What would be a good skill check for this one? Cooking utensils is a tool you have proficiency in already.
Correct. Yeah.
Valerie does not. Give me a... What would it be? I mean, I would normally ask for a tool check on this one, but since...
I mean, if Fuzzy's on with her, he's going to help her too.
Obviously,
right?
obviously.
That's-
I'm already taking that into account.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a tool proficiency check for cooking utensils, which is just D20 plus your proficiency.
Okay. If it's using a skill that he's also proficient in, it would have advantage.
I can't really think what skill would match on this one. There's no cooking skill.
I mean, because he has the crafting feat, and that's one of his expertise things. Yeah, I
It
don't
might be
know.
like dexterity.
I have flat dex.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, if it's a stamina thing, obviously he's got athletics, right?
Yeah, it's not stamina.
But it's like...
Probably dexterity is the closest thing.
Yeah. I don't know about big scale cooking though, man. Those pans are big.
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead and make it with advantage. I don't care. Valerie, I want you to give me a straight dex check with disadvantage because you don't have any proficiency at all in what's going on here.
What about with him helping her?
You're making your own check.
Okay. Dexterity, you said? Just like a straight dexterity?
Fuzzy's definitely carrying her.
You're making a tool check.
That's right. Okay, which is my proficiency plus...
She burnt the toast.
Oh my gosh, really? We are having a bad day. Because I rolled a 2 and a 6. So
I rolled a
which
1.
is,
Just saying.
Wow, someone's checking up on
And I got a +0 to my dexterity as
Yeah.
cleric. Thank you.
Someone's coming to check up on that shit.
I cut a finger off.
How'd you miss up boiling water?
Basically.
I got distracted by
I'm
shiny
gonna say that
things.
Fuzzy got distracted by her having a total train wreck day and then lost track of his own things and burned something, right? Because he rolled like, yeah, I mean,
Yikes.
if it's just proficiency, John, because we don't have a lot of proficiency right now, that's an 8. That's, I mean,
Out of character
it doesn't
moves.
seem to be.
Sarah has messed up boiling water.
It doesn't clock very well.
So is that like
She
when it-
has forgotten about the water and burned the pan to the point of no return.
Tiny Tim is particularly annoyed with you, but you do at least manage to get some basic food out.
Oh no!
That costs you a level of
Rose
suspicion.
are suspicious.
I mean, I was hoping that
I
if
was
your skill
suspicious.
check was
I
high
was
enough, you could
suspicious.
cover
Yeah.
for Valerie.
No, Fuzzy
but you
had
couldn't.
enough to do. Yeah, there was too much getting juggled. He's very apologetic. You know, I swear, you know, I've done all this cooking at home, but
But at least-
I'm
But at
bleeding.
So we must get this.
But at least you're able to get edible food out with some extra help
say
from
edibles?
Tiny Tim.
Wow. Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want to play that up? They do have an infirmary.
Oh.
I'm really badly hurt. I could totally heal myself, but I'm really badly
We
hurt.
can send her to get this dealt with. She's bleeding on my counters.
This is an OSHA violation.
I can't work with this. Fuzzy will lean on the drama to at least.
The two of them are good at leaning on the drama. We know that.
What are they doing, Greg? What are they doing?
Go get it wrapped up at the hospital.
I mean, I rolled a damn 1.
Yeah, I know.
I probably cut a digit off.
How the hell I managed to? How where they found these two? What the hell was the council thinking?
I'm sorry, boss. I promise I'll get more sleep tomorrow.
Go get her wrapped up so you don't get blood in the food and get back here.
Okay.
You have to pull somebody off one of the other shifts,
Okay. I go off to the infirmary.
which is up to the North Hospital by the North.
My robe wrapped around my finger.
It's just catch up. It's fine. Catch up.
Catch up.
The path takes you by the
Totally no
courtyard
worries
door.
about bloodborne diseases in D&D.
You find yourself in
The hospital.
In the hospital, which is a chamber which contains a dozen simple beds. Cabinets along the north wall hold medical supplies. Do you have proficiency in either healer's kits or or do you have proficiency in either medicine, a poisoner's kit, an herbalist kit, or alchemist supplies?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought you had a healer's kit.
He asked if I had proficiency.
Sorry, not healer's kit.
Medicine, you said, right?
Medicine, yes.
I don't have a dot in medicine.
Okay. And you don't, in your tools, you don't have alchemist supplies, poisoner's kit, or herbalist kit.
Let me look at my tools. Inventory. Equipment. Bedroll, fine clothes, holy symbol, mace, playing cards, scale mail, scroll of vein, shield, thieves' tools, traveler's clothes. Nope.
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 Okay. Yeah, it would probably be
Negative.
down like over in your
Yeah.
additional things on there. with
Nope. I
languages
have
and
thieves' tools.
stuff. Thieves' tools. That doesn't tell
Because I'm part rogue
Yeah, which is cool.
Okay.
by my background.
All right.
Because we were brought up to be
Yeah,
assassins.
that's cool.
I went
yeah.
against my grain.
There's nobody there when you walk in at this point.
Okay.
It's just kind of a normal day, nothing really happening. But you do find well-labeled 20 healer's kits and 5 vials of antitoxin in the room, as well as various other medicines and tinctures and stuff like that, designed for, it's their general medical supplies for the people and for the guards and staff.
Okay. I'm gonna swipe like 10 of the healer's kits.
Half the healer's kits in the room.
They'll get more supplies.
And I suppose you're going to put them in your prisoner's pocket?
Yeah, in my in my prison wallet. Yes. That's code for ass crack.
10 healer's kits up your butt. Okay.
Your cook's uniform should have lots of nice pockets and apron and everything too.
Well, that's a $5 discount right there.
You get a healer's kit, and you get a healer's kit, and you get a healer's kit.
I'm seeing Reservoir Dogs with Christopher Walken. I have this watch up my ass.
Exactly.
Fuzzy has one already.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand
was it
roll
Pulp Fiction?
just to see whether or not this is going to be...
Not Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction.
To see how... To see
Lucky
whether
or inspired?
To see how the prison reacts to the sudden loss of half their inventory of medicine.
I am going to use my blessing of the trickster. I can choose myself or a willing creature within 30 feet to have advantage on dexterity stealth checks until I finish a long rest. Or use the feature again.
Okay, but this isn't a stealth check.
You said it was a stealth check.
Sleight of
Oh,
hand.
you said sleight of hand.
Is sleight of hand that you can choose?
What?
Is that a skill that you can choose? With your
No,
blessing
she
of the
just read
trickster?
It
stealth.
says dexterity stealth.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something where you could
Stop trying to break the rules, Kate.
Sorry.
All right, but I do have thieves' tools. Can I use those for that? No, that's for like breaking locks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration.
I mean, you get one every
I get
long
one
rest.
every long rest.
So you'll have one every day.
Yeah. Sleight of hand. Here we go.
Important.
Yeah, use mine.
Come on, dice.
That's a 4 and a 6.
What's the totals?
Hate us today, John.
that's a
Stop
6.
making us roll.
So grand total 6.
6.
Grand total 6. Okay.
There's a
Greg, they are the worst.
So the people come in and I'm like going through all the medicine kits, like, I don't know how to wrap this.
She's like talking about something like your head is there.
Nobody notices.
I've got like a 3-foot thing of gauze around my one finger.
Accidentally wrapped her whole body up in it.
Nobody.
I have this vision in my head of what this cartoon looks like.
I'm just seeing you and I in the kitchen and thinking of Benny Hill. It just pops to my head just
I'm thinking of Lucy and Ethel
That's
in the
right.
chocolate factory.
Nobody notices nobody notices you taking them. However, by the end of the day, rumors are going around of how a whole bunch of medical supplies have suddenly gone missing, and that has been reported to the warden.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So that costs you a level of suspicion as well. You are now up to suspicion level 3.
Oh shit.
Sorry. I had to.
It's still
By
funny.
the end
It's still
of
funny.
the first day.
I mean, worst case, if they caught her, we could. Oh, I needed to make sure she was okay. It keeps bleeding. It keeps opening.
Keeps opening back up.
I don't know why.
I see the bone. You told me to fillet. I didn't think this was the right way, though.
Okay, so that was an eventful first day for
No,
you
you
guys.
bend your fingers back from the
So-
knife, not under it.
Mallory and Brahm. At the start of the day, it is still suspicion level 2. It does not become 3 until towards the end of the day.
Okay.
So,
The other guards tell us that a bunch of medical supplies went missing, and
I've gone missing.
we're like, Trixie.
Your shift start. Your duty shift starts in the morning.
Oh.
Through just discussion with other guards and answering basic questions with captain of the guard. Nothing that would be considered out of the ordinary, because new people need to learn the way of the operations of the place.
Yeah.
You find that under normal circumstances, patrols are done around the ring and out to the guard, or to the guard.
To the courtyard.
Courtyard, thank you.
Yeah.
About once every 20 minutes.
Okay.
Recently, though, because of some weird things going on, those patrols have been stepped up.
Trixie.
Throughout,
What you're talking about.
throughout the day, patrols are stepped up to once every. Let's see. Actually,
I did nothing.
oh, it doesn't give any specific numbers, but it does affect rolls and stuff like that on whether or not you encounter patrols while doing things. Actually, yeah, no, it kind of does. Patrols are stepped up to about once every 12 minutes.
Oh.
Though by the end of the day, those patrols are stepped up again to once every 10 minutes. What you learn that in looking around the different cells during your patrol, you do find that all the cells contain at least 2 or 3 people, except for the cell containing prisoner 13.
Okay.
She is alone in her cell.
Okay.
Interesting.
What you see when you go to actually look, when you actually go to actually seek her out. Let's see. Okay. You see a tightly muscled dwarven woman who keeps her red hair cut short. Her bronze skin is covered in tattoos that stretch from her collarbone to her ankles. As you pass by, she seems to survey you with unimpressed eyes.
Sure, just more guards.
That's the description.
Okay.
So,
Is she literally the only person who's by themselves, or?
she is literally the only prisoner who has her own cell.
Okay.
Why is that? What did she do that she can't have a roommate?
She is let out once per day, or actually, let me give for a little bit more description. The prisoners you find are all identified by number. The guards don't know their names. None of them care to. And you suspect that if anybody actually did give an actual name for a prisoner, that would be considered highly suspicious. So,
Don't be suspicious.
don't be suspicious.
Suspicious.
All the prisoners are kept in their cells all the time, except for those 2 times during the day, as mentioned.
Yep.
When each given prisoner is let out seems to be kind of decided at random.
Okay.
There's no real set rhyme or reason to it. Probably a security measure in order to keep routine from becoming too predictable for the prisoners.
Okay.
They are all. Let's see. Each inmate wears a uniform that consists of a hoodless robe without pockets, leather slippers without laces, and simple cloth undergarments.
Okay.
They have They seem to have nothing else. In the cells themselves. Let's see. Let's see. We are looking at. Let's see. The description of the general cell area. So we have. It's a large hexagonal chamber with just a large open space with the cells towards the center of the prison, as you can see around there. And the smaller hexagon in the middle you've indeed come to know as the monitoring room.
Yep. Surveillance. Yep.
The surveillance hub.
Yep.
The cells themselves are all enclosed in formidable steel bars. Bolted to the back of each of the walls are iron bunk beds, each with a thin mattress, and a waste bucket sits near the beds. And
Gotcha.
There's nothing else in the cells. There's the bed, there's the pee bucket. That's about it.
Gotcha.
Did you say blankets?
I don't think you specifically said
I
blanket.
didn't specifically say blanket.
You said mattress.
I said mattress.
That thin mattress.
Actually, there are no blankets or sheets.
Okay.
You have found that despite the cold outside, the prison itself is kept to a very constant temperature, specifically 68 degrees.
Okay.
Despite that, you find that there does seem to be an almost constant chill in the air. Even though the air itself is comfortably warm, you do find that in weird circumstances, like in the privies, the buckets will just kind of get a layer of ice on the top still for some reason, or weird little things like that. It becomes pretty obvious to you, a magic user, that the air itself is just simply magically maintained at that specific temperature.
Okay.
But likely the walls and the floors and stuff just don't ever quite warm up.
Okay. Gotcha.
The cold is just kind of very pervasive from the outside.
Okay, so there's like this constant battle between the magical effect, maintaining the temperature, and the actual chill of like the surfaces and inside the prison because of what's outside. Okay,
Right.
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Let's see, what else have you found during your normal? Guards are usually assigned to specific prisoners to take them out to the courtyard or to have them do their cleaning work and stuff like that. But volunteers, but there's no. It doesn't raise any eyebrows if somebody volunteers for a particular one. It happens sometimes, when a guard themselves wants to go out to the courtyard. Say, I'll take a prisoner out to the courtyard, or something like that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, at some point, I'll, if Prisoner 13 is going out to do their exercise or something, or probably their chore, then, hold on, back up.
Back up.
So they're taken out in groups, you said, for exercise and for chores. But like, are the chores like they're by themselves with one guard, but the exercise there's like a couple of guards and 6 prisoners? 'Cause I'm just trying to get alone with Prisoner 13.
The small groups are so that you can have one guard per prisoner. And also
gotcha.
it just
Gotcha, okay.
keeps things under control.
Okay.
Because these are the high profile prisoners.
Okay.
The political prisoners, the really violent people, you don't want them grouping up
Okay.
at all. So they're escorted out individually. I should say, one guard per prisoner.
Right.
In very small groups, simply because otherwise they wouldn't get through all the prisoners in a day.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So by pure happenstance, I could be escorting Prisoner 13 just if I stay long enough for as many days. But it's not unusual to volunteer.
Correct.
So I mean, at my earliest convenience, I will volunteer to try to handle Prisoner 13.
I think she might take exception to that.
As long as you said it's not anything weird or suspicious, then I'll try to just be like, I'll take her, I guess.
Basically,
kind of a thing.
Yeah, that would not be a problem at all.
Okay.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Great.
I'll say you could. It takes you the first day to kind of learn
Sure.
the ins and outs of all that. So
Sure.
I'd say you could probably do that fairly unsuspiciously by the second day.
Sure. Sounds great. That will be my plan.
But we are still on the first day.
Sure.
Is there any? Let's see. What else as far as routine goes? Okay. All right. The surveillance hub, which you both would have become very quickly familiar with.
Sure.
Nixie does ask a question.
What does Misky ask?
The keys themselves, or the cells themselves, do they have keyhole locks, or are they different with how they're closed?
That is an excellent question, and that will be answered by the description I will shortly give you about the surveillance hub.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh. It has buttons and levers.
That's buttons and levers.
See, Greg and I, we know what we're doing. I don't know about the other side of the table over there. I don't know what's going on.
We've got our special
We know what we're
naps,
doing, too.
So don't forget, we all have
Getting
special
into
naps.
trouble. Paying you back for the casino heist.
It's true. It's true. They are kind of giving it back to us.
Yeah. Right.
The actual surveillance hub. This hexagonal room is the base of the prison's central tower. A spiral staircase rises to the tower's upper levels, which you now know goes to at least the prison barracks and higher. You haven't gone up any higher yet.
Yeah.
Several guards watch through the narrow arrow slits in the walls, observing the cells, while one sits at a metal desk and console with a myriad of switches and dials and a brass tube with a funnel-like flare. It is pretty quickly discerned that the console is a magical device. You have no problem determining that.
Sure.
It resembles a desk with a slanted top. It is bolted to the floor. The 24 switches on the console open and close the gates to the prison cells.
Okay.
So the cells themselves do not have a keyhole.
I counted. There's 24 of them.
There are. There is also a master switch that will open or close all the gates at once. It has not seen much use.
It's like a big red button.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. You can manipulate any of the switches as an action, just to let you know.
Okay.
For in case, get into a fight in the middle of the room later and you want to manipulate a switch, it takes an
Right.
action to do it. I recommend not doing that.
Okay.
So at whatever point that Trixie and Fuzzy cause chaos, we know how to operate this. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
It becomes pretty. Yeah, that's part of this. That's part of the standard orientation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were we briefed on whether our maps would cover the operation of those particular doors? Because I seemed he said it would be like any door, but the cell doors sound kind of special.
Let me look at the player
Because we all have
map,
that
'cause
little tap
doors
our
you will
wrists and
control
see the
are-
map that only we can see, right?
Yeah, can I see one of your
Yeah.
maps actually before I go? Because the doors it will control are marked on the map.
They're all little glowing ones, right?
All the little glowing ones.
Which I can't tell if the cell doors are also glowing because of the color gradation. I think they're a little different.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Chicken butt.
The module does not specify one way or another. So, evens or odds? Actually,
I'm
You want me or Sarah to call the dice today?
Odd.
Sarah says odd. Okay, a decision has been made.
Oh.
Great.
You gonna tell us what it is?
No, I don't think he is.
Well, we can go up to any of the doors and touch them, and they'll go down for a minute, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Although the cell doors may be different, is what John is
No,
trying.
I'm not saying the cell doors.
yeah.
I'm saying the
Yeah.
non-cell doors.
Yeah.
The non-cell doors, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, as
guards.
guards, actually no, you're not officially guards. So the doors don't actually work for you as normal.
So we're
You have to make
probies.
pretend.
Yeah. But through your use of the map,
Yeah.
you have no problems actually going through the doors, and so you don't raise any suspicion just going through doors.
Right.
Conversely to that, are there any doors that the warden or the trainer explained that are forbidden for us to go through?
As guards, no, you're given the run of the place.
Okay, so there's-
With the exception of the warden's quarters. Nobody's allowed in the warden's quarters.
okay.
That's exactly where Greg's gonna go.
But we could get there.
But not for Greg.
That's a glowing door. It works just like the other.
So,
I heard you like to party.
Ozzy would want a party.
okay, where was I? Oh yes, the surveillance hub. Also on the console is the large brass dial, which determines the brightness of the lights in the prison area.
Interesting.
It's turned down for the evening, so it's turned up again in the morning.
Daytime versus nighttime.
Simulated sun.
Daytime,
Got it.
daytime. And the big horn thing is a loudspeaker. Anything that is spoken into the horn is broadcast throughout the prison. It is used to announce, make general announcements like, it's morning now, wake the hell up. Things like that.
Okay.
Those are the. That's pretty much all you see there in the surveillance.
Okay. So levers control the doors. The dial controls the light.
Button open the doors.
There's like a master button, and there's the announcement thing. Okay. Cool.
And we can go pretty much wherever you want except for the warden's quarters,
Yep.
which is where I'm going to go.
And we learned the routine over the course of the first day. And John said that on the second day, volunteering to take prison 13 would not be suspicious. So.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Are you still going with the first day?
We are still on the first day because Mallory hasn't told me what she's doing.
Okay. I'm curious about the warden. I want to see if they go all goofy.
Yeah.
Mallory decides to ask the trainer, because they haven't seen the warden, what's going on with the warden.
Oh, she'll be around at some point. You'll see her walking around. She spends most of her time up in her quarters doing warden paperwork stuff. But when she gets one of her fits, as it were, you'll probably find her down at the mess hall.
Oh, fits. What do you mean by fits?
Oh, you'll probably hear it from one of the other more seasoned guards anyway, but about once or twice a day, the good warden decides that a bit of a let's see,
You said she was possessed
he is.
by
Yeah.
by a spirit or something.
Yeah, we're just pulling up her description here. Gets overtaken by a rather friendly old dwarf spirit.
Oh,
Yeah, she's kind of. It's not a secret. She doesn't hold it back. She doesn't try to keep it a secret. So it's. I'm not breaking any oaths or anything by telling you. But when he decides to make an appearance, the warden usually will be found with a tankard of ale and a desire to sing a few bawdy songs, as it were.
Very, very interesting.
It doesn't last long, and it doesn't interfere with her duties. So don't be under the impression that this makes her in any way less of a ball breaker, as it were.
I see. So if we had a problem, can we go see the warden, or do we have
If you
to
have a
talk
problem,
to
you
him first?
see me first. You are not to bother the warden unless it is a dire emergency.
And
She has her own work to do.
What constitutes a dire warning? Emergency?
Use your discretion on that one. If you're not sure, see me
Miss
first.
my mom.
I would not consider that an emergency.
Oh no. A fire breaks out in his
You don't know what's going on in my head.
Oh, we know.
Believe me.
So I've already thought of things that
Just
could
'cause we're
actually-
Twinnergy is already working.
We don't know that you guys could bottom out worse.
if you had just said, does a fire constitute an
Emergency? That's what just went through your head.
Suspicion level goes up to 6.
Tell me that's not what just went through your head.
I think.
An explosion.
Twinnergy.
Ooh, there's too many.
We twinnergized.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else then that you want to do for the first day?
Mallory is
I think we've
just learning the
screwed up
ropes along with Brom
Okay,
and
so-
keeping it cool.
Okay. So for the first day, we're keeping our chill on. All right. Okay. So, day 2.
That's the end of part 3 of our adventure. Stay tuned for part 4. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.